And here I would like to tell you that health insurance is more of a preventive solution than a reactive one. Good evening, friends. This is Venkatramana once again, your certified financial planner and a mutual fund distributor. Today, I am going to talk something very interesting in our life, which is the health insurance part. Health insurance is the most important product in planning the personal finance journey, because that is the first thing to be planned in planning for one's finances. And here I would like to tell you that health insurance is more of a preventive solution than a reactive one. In India, you will be surprised to know every vehicle will be covered by insurance because it is demanded by law, but people, they don't cover their health because it is not a law. So it does not mean that you should ignore that, because first thing what you need to understand is that the inflation in health insurance is on the higher side, like the education expenses, like we always know when we are planning abroad. Health insurance is the most important thing. Because why? Because we are living in a pandemic world, and we don't know what will happen next, and we are also taking all the preventive steps. But before considering health insurance, people also have a lot of misconceptions about the various waiting period which is associated with the various products. I would like to give a clarity on that so that it will help you to make an informed decision in a much easier way. There are four major waiting periods or four major conditions which has to be understood by a insured person to plan for a health insurance. First is the initial waiting period. So any health insurance you have taken, it will have a 30 days waiting period. Unless if there is an accident which has happened, it will not be covered. The second important thing, the second condition, what I would say, is the specific waiting period. Specific waiting period is usually that any lifestyle disorder which has happened, something like having a fistula or a varicose veins or a cataract, and all this will have a waiting period of 24 months. But you don't have to worry about this because the expenses occurred for this is much lesser. But still, you need to pass on that 24 months waiting period in most of the health insurance plan. And third major condition is that pre-existing waiting period. As I would always like to reiterate, that health insurance is a preventive solution than a reactive one. So what happens is, if you already have an existing diseases, you will be definitely covered, but you need to serve that waiting period, because the pool of money which is taken for health insurance is not for the unknown disease, not for the known disease. Because of that, you need to ensure that you serve that waiting period and then be covered. So it does not mean that because you have a pre-existing disease, you should not consider. No, just you need to serve that waiting period, which can be 2 years or 3 years, depending on various plans. And the fourth thing is that permanent exclusions. In India, you will be surprised to know dental will not be covered. Any lifestyle modification of having any surgery done for plastic surgery and other things for lifestyle modifications will not be covered. Any unlawful activity will not be covered. These are all standard exclusions as prescribed by IRDA. But the most important point is that health insurance has to be taken, and because the inflation is very high, and Indians are living longer, and most of them are not having adequate cover. Only health insurance is provided to the below poverty lines by the respective central government and state government. But for common man, you should not only look at the insurance provided by your employer. You should also have a backup, because people longevity in staying jobs is also becoming less. And most importantly, you should take health insurance when you are hale and healthy, not the other way around, because you will be denied insurance when you actually require it. Thank you, and let's get connected over this. Thank you.